beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. uh I know it's been a very long time I did like a sit down video, but I just want to put out a few things out there before I, I promise by his grace very soon I will be consistent with creating content. But for now, you just have to manage the little things I can put out there, although I've been putting shorts at least to keep my followers a bit, should I say, not bored. But we'll do better soon by his grace. So if you're a new subscribers, welcome to my channel. My name is Beatrice Ostimobi Calabo, and I'm a Nigerian YouTuber based here in London, Ontario, Canada. I'm an international student. I'm still a student, a mom, and a wife. Yes, so I'm here still doing my studies, and I'm here also, as I said earlier, with my children. And yes, the full family, we're here. And to my old subscribers, thank you very much. Thank you for the love. Those that have been checking up on me, thank you for the love so far. And those that have been dropping messages for me on Instagram and some other social media handle, I'm glad I'm able to attend to the ones I can. If I've not been able to attend to yours, I'm super sorry. I will try and make out time to do that. And thank you for your love so far. From what I can see, we're already 1,000+ subscribers. Woo! And this is me saying thank you, and I love you all. Okay, so today is a special day, and you know what? Let me adjust it. This baby girl and her family are already 1 year in Canada. Oh wow, I can't even believe it's 1 year already. Like, one good year. Months went by. Trust me, it's been an amazing one. Yes, it's been a lot of mixed feelings some days, but it's been an amazing one, an amazing journey. I've learned a lot within a short time. I have become very strong within a short time. I've known how best to channel my emotions when I'm happy, when I'm down, just within this short time. And I must say, I'm super grateful to God. Canada is a blessed land, is a good one, and moving has its own advantage and disadvantage. Trust me, I'm not going to give you like just the advantage and hold back the other stories. But in terms of the things that actually made me take the decision, or made us take the decision to leave Nigeria, or to leave our home country as a family and come here, I will say I've had that peace in my heart. I've had that peace. Nobody's troubling you. You're not scared of one horrible thing or the other. Like, you're not scared. Yes, I know the past few months and weeks, I tried being a bit emotional again, especially with the last election and every other thing. And when I saw some of the things that happened, it got me a bit devastated. But in the midst of it all I could say was, thank you, Lord, that I'm not even there. Yes, it's my home country, and we can't even run away from it for long. We are also keeping ourselves informed on whatever is happening back home, because trust me, if home is good, like very good, a lot of people would like to come back and be home. Because see, no matter what, home is home. Anyway, I'm not going to get so emotional about the whole thing, but I'm going to say how far my moving has impacted me, both positively and negatively. Just like I said, everything that has an advantage has its own disadvantage. Canada is a very blessed place. There are things they do sometimes, and I'm like, wow, how do people do this? How? And there are some things they will do sometimes, I'll be like, this one, you get luck, say no, they're my country. Yeah. Okay, let me bring in some things. You know, Canada has like free healthcare system. That aspect, I will say, is a very good one. But I think the country generally is short staffed with healthcare assistants, let me say the doctors, the nurses. So sometimes the wait time is usually long, and they will try to like attend to the major issues before they can like attend to you. I've seen a situation where, you know, now normal Nigeria, maybe your baby is down and you quickly call your doctor and nurse and they'll be like, okay madam, cross over, get this and get that. I think I miss that. Although you can say, we abuse the drugs, but there's something like you quickly get handy what you want. It's not like that yet. There are some things you can't just get off over the counter, and it becomes an issue, and you'd be like, I miss home here. And for you to even get to see like the doctor, it's, you might not be able to see the doctor or the nurses that easily, because they have major cases to compare to what you have. So yes, it's good with the healthcare system, but they still have their own challenges. And me myself, I miss the fact that I can quickly call my doctor in Nigeria, be like, doctor, please, my baby is running temperature. And he'll be like, oh, my baby has a cough. I'll be like, okay Beatrice, why don't you get Septrin, why don't you get this and give to your doctor, your baby, and my baby's fine. Or get this antibiotics and my baby's fine. You don't get antibiotics like that here. It's very difficult. They are not sold over the counter. So there are some things that you can sell, that are, you can purchase over the counter, and there are some things that you need a proper doctor's prescription, which is very good. But it's just the Nigerian in me now that is like, but this t-shirt I for just crossover, blah blah blah, and that's just it. I remember an incident when my son sustained like an head injury. I was a bit devastated because it was bleeding. I quickly administered like a first aid to stop the bleeding and every other thing, and then I was advised to quickly call emergency or go to the emergency. But when I saw like the wait time and the crowd there, you know, say my own self, before they go attend to me, it's going to take like, I don't know, maybe the next day or so. So I quickly went for the option of a walking clinic. At least my school covered some insurance, so that alone can help. So the walking clinic, getting there, don't forget I've already administered first aid, and I had the thing like covered with plaster, cotton wool and every other thing. So I went to the walking clinic, and they were like, madam, that the doctor available will not be able to attend to children today. I'm like, okay, even if they don't attend to the child, all I just want is, can you please look at this injury and tell me if there's an antibiotics I have to give. You know, I don't know if anybody understand me, but coming to the Nigerian set, it's not going to take me a moment, and the young man is fine. Can you just look at it and just check? Nobody touched it. We're like, no, we can't open it since you sealed it like that. We can't open it. I went to the pharmacy. No. Okay, the walking clinic, they said they can't look at it from afar. And I was like, so what do I do now? The emergency place is a no-go area. The walking clinic not answering me. The pharmacies I went to, I said, what do you people want me to do? I was so down. Like, I was very, very down. I'm like, oh, now I miss home, because all I needed to do was maybe rush into a pharmacy or anywhere and they quickly attend to the young man. So when I was about leaving, like one of the pharmacy I went to, an elderly pharmacist that was there, the man just stepped out and called me. I was like, please, can I see you for a moment? And then he said, if I can listen to him, he's just going to tell me what to do so that I don't feel so exhausted and every other thing. I'm like, anything you tell me now will work, because right now I've done virtually everything within my reach, which is administering first aid, and all I just want to know if there's something they can give him so that it doesn't get infected or something. So the pharmacist said, not really, that blah blah blah, there are some new changes with administering all those kind of things to baby injury, that the only thing he can advise is I should take off the bandage, or sorry, the plaster, and allow air to do its work. And I said, okay. When I got home, last I did not see any doctor or anything. When I got home, I just took away the plaster, and God being faithful, it got healed on its own, just like the man advised. But yes, I understand the fact that they follow procedure, but I also mix the fact that I would have been able to like see a pharmacy or a chemist, or okay, the fact that I would have seen maybe a clinic or whoever, or a doctor or whoever to attend to him at that moment and put my mind at rest. But hey, the Nigerian woman in me was a bit worried, but I'm glad he was okay. I've also seen like so many other scenarios that I'll be like, oh God, if I was at home, it wouldn't have been difficult. Yes, they have their rules, they have their guidelines, and trust me, you just have to bend yourself to understand that. Mm. So that's it for the medical aspect. Then driving, yes, I have experience like driving here. Apart from the fact that I was supposed to put out a video about how I got my G2 license, but I've not been able to like put that together. I pray one day I will, although it's going to turn like an old video now. So getting my license and driving here in Canada, yes, the good thing here is that they have the same left hand drive, yes, Abby, yes, like Nigeria. So it wasn't that difficult for me to just get into it. But one thing you have to know is that the driving system is different. Back home, everybody wants to put heads together, and at the end of the day there's traffic. But here you just have something speaking to you, and all of a sudden everybody's organized, nobody's crazy. Nobody's crazy, or people are not crazy at the same time, you know. What marveled me, or what I enjoyed, or the first time I started like driving, and then after going through my instructor's training and every other thing, when there's a T junction, let's say there's a T road, the way people knows that this person is supposed to be the first, or this person is supposed to, makes more sense to me. Unlike Nigeria, when four people meet at a junction, one to the left side, opposite, everybody just wants to drive at the same time. But no, I got like, theirs work like magic. So everybody is conscious of who got to the point first. So whoever got to that point first moves first, then the second person, the third, like no horn, no boom boom boom, like leave the way, get out of the way, like where you get the regular insult as if you want to fight. So it's organized, and I think that has really helped. We barely see like an ugly incident in terms of an accident or something. So trust me, that is really good. And along the road, you see all the whole speed limits. It's even now I still understanding speed limits, like what I used to say in Nigeria. You see a speed limit or a place reading 50, and people are doing 100. So it's not even going to. And even if you want to do that here, something in you just bring you back to orderliness. And apart from that, because of the insurance I use for my car, every of my driving is being recorded, because it will help them do like a yearly should I say what do I call it now, like to assess my driving yearly of what I have done so far, and it can be able to give me like a discount towards what I'm paying for car insurance. And you don't want to break that record, knowing fully well that when you are driving, you're being recorded. Like your phone, immediately you start the car, the app is already on your phone, and then it's recording you. So you're very conscious not to even overblow the whole speed. You are maintaining the speed limit. Everybody's organized and everybody's normal. So if not that one, it sweets my belly. But just that sometimes you want to rush to work in the morning now, and some people are still doing like the normal procedure the normal procedure thing, but the Nigerian in you still want to do gree. But it happens. But orderliness takes, you can't even over brush it or over speed it. If you feel you are running late for an event, keep to time. Another thing I would say they do here very well is appointment. They keep to appointment. Wow, you don't even want to be 5 minutes late. So the day I went to see my dentist here, Good 18 I came very early because I already know that these people have keeping to appointments is their thing. So I got there, in as much as I'm the one paying, and I've already made this appointment like 2 days before coming or so. So they were expecting me. Do you know that when I got to the place, just like I said, I got there early, and I saw on the like entrance of the clinic or something like that, by the corner, yeah, that if you are late for your appointment by how many minutes sef, you will pay $50. So and then I told my husband, so if to say we come late, or if we had come late to this place, we would have paid like an extra $50 for something I want to treat myself. It sounds funny, but that incorporates people keeping to their appointment time, and trust me, I understand them. Coming from where I'm from, huh, you might say 2 p.m. and at the end of the day the person will show up 3, and then they have to wait or something. But here they have their time already planned out. If your appointment is for 45 minutes, 45 minutes is exact, they are done with you. And there's another person that have booked for, let's say 1:30 is yours, there's another person they have booked in for 2:50 or 2:15 or whatever, just like a slim time, so you can't even eat into another person's time. So appointment is what you have to generally keep to. Coming to the part that I feel like, okay, no, before I go to that side, another thing I know they made a bit organized, or I got to realize not so long, but at least it works, is food bank. Canada has food bank. You might say it's for the less privileged, but trust me, that is not the truth. Every other person gains from the food bank. So what is this food bank that I'm talking about? In a month, you have to register. So in a month, you have access to, you are even being notified that, okay, is your food bank day, will you be able to make it? And then you go there to pick grocery, to pick good things. There are some things you might not like as an individual, but they leave it open. The ones you don't like, you drop it back. The ones you like, you take it. And those things has a way of reducing whatever grocery plan you have for the month. They can give things as far as meat, chicken, vegetables, onions, I don't know, vegetables, carrots, milk, biscuits for children, bread, so many things. So eggs, so many things that you know you need in your household, jam, peanut butter, everything that you know that you don't necessarily, once you have them, once they've given it to you in the month, you just cancel them out of your list, because you need to save money. Grocery is getting more expensive by the day, but for them to even put out an initiative like this is something I am super proud of them. Like in a month, you go to some place for your appointment, and all you do there is go pick up food stuff. And then I even got to realize of this St. Vincent de Paul, and a number you call, I think 211 or something. When you call them and you're a new person, they go as far as helping you with furniture, home appliances, and every other thing. And there are people, maybe they are moving out, they are ready to give out their stuffs. There are people, okay, where I stay, if there's something you don't need again, you can take it downstairs, and people go there to go and take it. Like, you will see this interesting life. You don't even know who is picking your things, or who took them, or who is sharing. Like, it's commendable to me that people are out there. Okay, I don't need this, let me leave it for the next person, and they are not bad. So there are places you can actually go to, or wherever you, even along the road, trust me, you can see someone keep a set of dining set outside in front of their house. They don't need it again, and you are passing. If you are fortunate enough, you can pick them up and go home. They are still new. So these are things that even if I send it back to my home country and decide to sell, I will make good money. But what am I saying? People don't hold back things they don't need. They share. You see the food stuff area I talked about, grocery, it looks easy. It's something that is commendable. The government, everything. Me, I've not gotten to the stage of child benefit, but there's also like a child benefit stuff here where children get to earn some money that you use to take care of them. And you can see parents being paid like 1,500 maybe for two children to use it for their feeding monthly. So you see all these things marked out. These are things that sometimes when I sit back, I'll be like, our leaders back home see all these things. Why did they implement them? Even the little, as much as the little scholarship you get, they will still try to not pay you in full. And I'm like, what is the problem? Is it that they are not seeing all these things happening? But they visit all these countries, they know. So what is keeping them from building ours to be like that? You see people that are not bothered, that are just living their life calmly. This is the place, like, this is my experience within a short time. But if there are places that I felt a bit down, yeah, the place is a boring place somehow, unless you decide to make it fun for yourself. Not to talk about the winter season, the only thing on your mind is to go to your school or go to work and come back home, because the cold out there is not funny. So you are trying not to even compromise. Even when you are going to grocery, you are jaded, you are dressed as unlike. So that period, you don't even want to even go out. You are always in your house trying to keep warm. So that's one thing I know, that I'll be like, this past 1 year, this one, in fact, at a point I got tired of the winter. I got tired of seeing snow. I don't want you again. It's beautiful in picture, but when it comes like this, sometimes you are tired. So that was one thing. Is one thing I knew, that the past 1 year I didn't really like. Yes, I didn't like that. I got tired of it. Another thing, just like I said, is quite boring. Just like Nigeria, I'm a party wedding or one big person. But here, oh, it's been a while. I think the last one I attended was, I think it should still be within summer, apart from maybe indoor birthdays. But you don't get to see all those things, and those are the things that keep us happy back home. See, you can see someone that will dust up their chair, go to a club, buy just one bottle of beer, they will sip it till 3 a.m. but they are happy. The booze, the song, the dance, everybody is happy. But here, I can't say, I don't know about the Canadian or the Canada club, how it is, because I feel it's going to be boring. Their songs are not so interesting to me, especially when I see people dancing it. I'm like, this is not what I'm used to. It's not flowing ahead. So I don't even want to try it, seriously. But I know one time there was this Nigerian club setup thing that we had, and it brought back a lot of memories. It brought back the whole Nigeria in Bedu. We were happy, Nigerians, African, even some whites came in, like the Canadians came and joined, and it was an interesting one. And it was late midnight before I even go back home. Thankfully, I saw somewhere to keep the children for me to attend, because I was already losing my mind. So what am I saying in essence? You might not be able to see those fun things you used to have there at home. Those things that make us want to party hard, want to do this. You might not really see them, but I'm sure we'll get used to it. But I don't think I want to get used to being bored. So I still keep myself in check. I still update my music file. Whenever I hear that this person has released one album, I'm always there to go and download it, just to keep my music file, just to keep the home vibes intact. So that one I don't want to joke with. Another thing I know, that this past 1 year is trying to like factor in taking care of the children and doing your day-to-day activity. Sometimes you might not be able to take up an extra shift, because where will you keep the kids? The person that wants to assist you apparently have some other dealings to do with, and you can't bring in your own burden into another person's life. You understand? So it makes you want to merge or blend in every of your activities together. If it's at home, my parents can come over, my siblings can come over and help me take care of my children while I go about my business. But it's not like that. So anywhere you're going to the mall, the kids are with you. You're going to Like everywhere, literally everywhere, they're your guardian angel. Unless, let's say, your neighbor or your friend is at home that day, and you just have to like, please help me, 20 minutes, I'll be back. Because the truth here is that you can't take up your own burden and put it on another person. No. So that one aside, then making friends, I don't know if it's me or it's general. Yes, you might see a lot of people and you smile with them, but it's not like where we get to share our contacts so freely, like in Nigeria, where we be like, ah, I beg, let me have your number, just like that. I have worked, or where I'm working for like months now. I've not seen anybody say, ah, Beatrice, let me have your contact so I can call you. No. Once we are done with work, everything ends, everybody goes home. Tomorrow we are back. So there's no that plenty, let me call you, let us, it's not there. It's strictly work and everybody's home. Like everybody's busy. Sometimes if at work, I'll be like, ah, this person didn't show up. Does anybody have his or her number? Let's know why. They'll be like, it sounds strange to them. I don't understand. The person didn't come means he didn't come. So that communal life where you want to like check up on the next person is not always there. It's not always there. Everybody believes that once you are done with work, go ahead. You don't share that contact. Even when I try to tell my colleagues like, hey, maybe Amma, hey, this, can I have your number? The way they even look at it like a stranger, I'll be like, hey, don't see it that way. It's just, maybe I just want to say hi. You just have to like explain it. So it's not always there. They keep busy, workplace, and where do you even get to meet all these friends where everybody's busy? Everybody's busy. Like you are you are literally busy here, because you have to feed, you have to pay the rent, you have to pay the bills, the taxes are not joking, like everything. So I don't want this video to be too long, but in summary, I would say, just like I said earlier, it's been an amazing 1 year with mixed feelings. But if right now you want to tell me, Beatrice, do you want to like come back home? I would say not yet. I'm not ready yet. Yes, I am not ready yet, because something actually brought me here. But if I want to be visiting and be running away, yes, I want to do that. Not for me to be there and be seeing the ugly news, and I'm not happy with myself and I feel down. No, I don't want to. I don't want to be on that part again. And yes, things are expensive here, but they have a way of managing it up with their food items and so many other things, managing it up with their citizens and every other persons that are here. But back home, when I call and I see prices of things extremely high, I ask myself, the poor masses, how do they cope? So it's really touching, but it's not like, it's not in my place to change the place, to change the full nation. But just in case this video stumbles to any of our leaders, all I can say is that we can do better. We can do better. There are things out there that you people come, you send your children here to come and enjoy them. Why don't we bring it back home? We can really do better, and the little way we can, we will also support each other. So please, I don't want to bore you with my too many stories. I still have a lot of things I'm still going to share in the nearest future, but these are generally like what I have experienced in the past 1 year, and it's been an amazing one. Yes, it's been an amazing one. Study has been good by His grace. Very soon I will be done. Like, I can't wait. The assignments are not joking, the exams are not funny, the fact that you have to study, sometimes you don't even want to study again, you just want to make money, it's also there. But it's been a good one. It's been a good one. God has been faithful. He has showed up in so many ways, and I'm dedicating this 1 year to God Almighty. Yeah, I'm dedicating it to God Almighty for standing, for being our pillar in our challenging times, for being there to help us pull through in our challenging times. I will keep saying it, I have not like 101 fully settled, but to an extent I am grateful. And to every family members and loved ones that have always prayed for me, that have always encouraged me in days when I want to cry and I'm like, I don't know how to go about this, and they'll be like, hey babe, you can do this. I want to say thank you very much for the love. You are the reason why I'm celebrating. I'm so happy. It's been 1 year. I think I can pull through to 3, 5, 6, 10 years, and yeah. So thank you. And please do not forget to subscribe, to share, to like this post, share it to people. It could be like a word of encouragement to someone out there. If you are trying to get into Canada, trust me, you can. It's actually achievable. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Yes, that's the word. You can do it. All you have to do is to follow the right route, be guided, be prayerful, and you can really do it. So I'm encouraging somebody out there, keep trying, keep pushing. Look at me, I'm 1 year already here, and yes. So thank you very much for stopping by, for listening to my little stories and experience, and I hope to see you all soon whenever I do a sit down video or whenever I put up anything. Thank you very much and have a lovely one ahead. Bye.